I'm Mo Rocca, and I'm excited to announce Season 4 of my podcast, Mobituaries. I've got a whole new bunch of stories to share with you about the most fascinating people and things who are no longer with us. From famous figures who died on the very same day, to the things I wish would die, like buffets. All that and much more. Listen to Mobituaries with Mo Rocca wherever you get your podcasts.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on never telling everybody everything. Because, no, here's the reason why I say that. Now, there have been a lot of times where I have told people, more so my content creating dreams, my content creating career and all that stuff. And it's more so been positive, when I do tell people that, but there can be at times when you tell the wrong people that. And that's something that I had to think over the years because there have been people that I've told. But the thing is I feel like if you don't really explain to them, what you're doing, they're just going to look at it as oh, you're just sitting around doing nothing. But and that's the thing where it's if people actually sat down and took the time to see why you wanted to do the things that you wanted to do in life, I think they will have a better understanding, or at least put themselves in your shoes so they can get a better understanding of what you want to do in life and stuff. But there are times where it's they don't want to put themselves in your shoes because they're well, I got my own shoes to fill and it's crazy how it's people say that, and I'm look, I have put myself in everyone's shoes, all right, and I have sat down and thought of why did they do this, or why are they doing that, or why do they have this job, or why are they doing that job, what do they got going on in their lives, and the thing is this, I will have to say, at least for myself, that I would consider myself a very accepting person. I don't care what you got going on in your life. So let's say you're a stockbroker. All right, if you're a stockbroker, explain to me, why are you a stockbroker? Once when I have an explanation, I take it in, I crumble it up, I put it somewhere in my head. I'll either save it for later, or I will look at it right then and there and try to sit down and understand why that pretty much put myself in that person's shoes, right? Put myself in their shoes, understanding why they're a stockbroker, and I'm I get why you're a stockbroker now. You ain't even gotta go into further explanations or details on why you're a stockbroker. I understand you. Or let's say it's something even crazier. Let's say you're one of those daredevil type people. You like to do crazy stunts. You like to do wild things. You like to go parachuting without a parachute. I don't know why people would do some stuff I'm trying to think, does that even exist? I think there have been times where I've heard people, they do some stuff like that, and then but how do they get, I don't know. It's something where I'm the thing is this though, I get why people are daredevils, because they like that adrenaline rush. They like having that sort of fun. For an example, when you watch Steve-O and Johnny Knoxville and the rest of those guys, when they be doing movies and, and their TV shows and all that, you see that it's painful. I see that stuff is painful, but I understand why they do it. Because it's a group of friends having fun. That's why those guys are still in their 40s, pushing 50s, still doing stuff like they were doing when they were in their 20s. So that's why, when I see things like that, or even something maybe not as crazy, but it still falls in that category of being crazy. Not crazy, you need to be in a hospital, but no, it's a wild job to have, But anyways, an OnlyFans content creator, and I'm bro, the amount of OnlyFans content creators that I've seen, it's I get it, I understand. It's it's at times it's hard to find a job, so it's be on OnlyFans, showing off your body, promoting it on other sites and things. I get it, it's a hard thing to, where it's overall, it's hard for people to find jobs, or at least find a job that you like doing. And the thing is this, if you like doing something, bruh, it shouldn't be up to others on what you like doing. You should just do what you want to do because you love, not even love. You love doing it. And using myself as an example, I will never forget that mind that I was in when right after I graduated high school. I felt like that I was being controlled. I felt like that it was like I was listening to what everybody else wanted for me rather than what I want for myself. And I think as the time progressed on, it was like people, I guess like people started realizing that, I was growing up. I was getting older, like they wanted to talk to me like a man. They wanted to talk. And that's where I'm like, no, it's like there's no conversation that can bring me away from what I love doing. I love doing this. I love sitting down like this. This is the one time where I felt like I could have, like, we're just being a content creator where I can be myself. I'd spent years finding out who I wanted to be and eventually just sitting down, making 2 gaming videos creating my gaming channel, making 2 gaming videos from that day forward. Okay. That's when I realized I want to be a content creator. I wanted to be, at the time being, I was just only, really thinking YouTube, because TikTok, Twitch, all that stuff, it had podcasting, all that stuff hadn't crossed my mind yet. But as the time progressed on, it was like when I started achieving things with my TikTok account, when I started achieving things with that, I was like, wow, this is crazy. Having videos reach like hundreds of thousands of views like within hours. Having a video of mine, like let me just see how many views that video is sitting at now. But first let me turn my thing down, because I don't want like no music to play. 5.3 million views. Having a video of mine reach 5.3 million views. You cannot tell me, all right, that I shouldn't be a content creator. I'm sorry, but no, all right? And I've had that conversation so many times. Like, there's relatives where it's like that. I knew that they watch YouTube videos, right? And so, but they will have that conversation with me. I'll like, you shouldn't be doing YouTube. You should be out there looking for a real job. You should be out there, trying to do something more productive or whatever. It's like you out here. Cause like, so the thing was, is like I was, at that time and period, I was buying a lot of different shoes, but I think people know why I buy a lot of different shoes, because I review them online. It's not, the thing is this, and I think it just recently, dawned to this family member that, I buy them to make videos about them. And this seemed like that they furthermore was finding a reason why not to support, because they thinking like, oh, you ain't even wearing the shoes, you just only want to make videos about them. And I'm like, well, that's usually how that goes. I will have to usually buy the shoes. Like, yeah, I guess I can go try the shoes on in the store, but I'm like, I don't want to be known as the guy that just goes to the store and try on shoes. Like, no, if I'm gonna try them shoes on, I'm usually gonna buy them. All right, so I'm not just gonna go all the way up somewhere just to try. No, that's not me. That's not what I do. But anyways, but I remember, and this is a day where I was getting very, very close to quitting YouTube, because I was just so sick and tired of having this conversation with everybody. But anyways, I asked this relative, I was like, why is it that you can watch other YouTubers and all this stuff, and you can't even watch my videos? It's not like I'm like trying to twist their arm or anything, because there was a time where I did show them one of my videos and I could just tell in their face that they wasn't interested, and I'm like, that just doesn't even make any sense. I'm like, like it's just, it's weird, it's a weird thing, because I'm like, I'll see you sit down and watch movies and other stuff in the same fashion, but you can't even watch one of my videos. And the thing is this, if you can't even sit down and take the time to hear out what I have to say about my dreams, my goals, whatever I got going on, how do you expect me to sit down and listen to your dreams and goals and what you got going on? Like it's on some stuff where I'm like, I feel like they will come to me and they've been wanting to tell me their dreams and goals, and it's like, well, fam, I've tried having the same, like, and that's the thing where it's like, I don't want to be that like evil-minded person where I'm like, oh, I'm not going to help them, but at the same time, I'm like, the thing is this, I'm like, I'll give you advice, but don't be expecting me to, sit there and hold your hand when you got some stuff going on. I'm like, you ain't held my hand. I'm like, and that's the thing where it's, and I'm not expecting people to hold my hand. Like, I don't even know why I said that, but at the same time, it's like, just pat on the back, round of applause, like just saying like, yeah, you can do this. Like, just overall, like pushing me, like I'm not asking for you to like put all your strength in the push, but kind of like just a little, a booster, like a little booster push or whatever, but just something that just, overall let me know that you care and you're supportive. That's it. That's all that I ask for. So that's why I'm like, like there's at times where it's just, I do reach goals when it comes to content creating. I don't tell them anymore, because I'm like, it's not like it's going to matter. So, anyways, I'm like, yeah, there might be at times where I'll bring it up, but other than that, it's not like I'm like eager to tell them like, oh, what things I accomplished today or what, what I did to. No, I'm like, oh yeah, it was cool. I like got some videos done, did my streams, posted some TikToks. Leave it at that. I'm like, I know there ain't really nothing else to talk on and things, but no, but I do remember there was a day where I had bought me some shoes and they were trying to like, this relative was trying to tell me, like, you can't, like, you shouldn't be buying these shoes all the time. Like, you need to, like, save your money, do this and that. And I'm like, look, I'm saving my money, all right? But at the same time, I have to focus on my career, and I'm like, and I'm not trying to work in this job in Seattle for the rest of my life. So I got to do something. And yeah, then they were just, going off saying like, how I shouldn't be focused on this career. I should be focused on something a little bit more serious. How I should, do this or do that or, and I'm like, fam, do you realize that it probably costs more money to do those things rather than just focusing on building up my own business where I ain't got to work? Like the thing, and that's where a lot of people don't. And I'm like, I feel like this family member out of all my family members should understand because they had told me at times where they came close to being fired from their jobs at time. And so I was like, you out of anybody should understand why it is important to focus on your business and what you got going on, because there's friends of mine where it's like, I got like a friend where they kind of got like this like skincare business or whatever it is that they do. I don't know. It's like some like, it's something, but I got that. I got friends that be doing nails, eyelashes, all that stuff. I think I got some, do I got any like hairdresser friends? I don't know. But regardless, like there's all these different people where it's like, I see their careers. I might not support it as much, but I understand why they're doing it. Then see, and actually, you know what? No, let me correct myself on that. I would say if they came to me looking for support, if they came to me looking just for somebody to say like, hey, I support you. Fam, I won't even say that I support you. I will show them that I support them. I'm not going to tell them that I support them. I will show them because that's the type of person that I am. Now, I'm expecting just the bare minimum. I'm giving my friends and my family and whoever it is that come to me about whatever dreams and goals that they have. I'm like, if you need my full maximum of support, okay, cool. All I ask for in return is the bare minimum. Just going as far as just like accepting the fact that I want to do what I want to do and just saying that you support it. That's it. That's all you got to do. Nothing else. I'm not asking you to go out and buy me things. I'm not asking you to go out and do none of that. So that's why I'm like, it's weird. But anyways, I remember there was a day where I came so close to quitting content creating because I was like, I just can't handle these conversations anymore. Like, and it's like, if this is what's going to make everybody around me happy, fine, so be it. If I got to sit around and be miserable my whole life, fine, so be it. But I am so sick and tired of this conversation. I am. I truly am. And I feel like I'm about to have this conversation again. And I think this time around, and this is what I've mentally prepared myself for. I do feel like that it's going to get to a point in time where my family, because I had to say like, yeah, I'm living with family right now, right? And it's not, and if these family members, if they ever were to get into any struggling situation, if I had to go out and give me a second job, like if it was like really struggling, that's why I'm really trying to focus on content creating. So it's like, we don't ever have to worry about struggling, but, and so it's not like I'm sitting around people thinking I'm having fun. I'm like, I'm not having fun, staying up through like all hours of the night working. And it's like some days I'm sitting there shaking and things because I'm like, I'm not getting proper hours of sleep. Like I'm saying, it's like it's a struggle. It is a legitimate struggle. But like I said, but no, this is what I truly do think. I think it's going to get to a point in time where all of my family decide to cut me off, and I think, and I honestly, what I truly do think that if it came down to it between, they're all like, we're going to give you a choice. You have to quit content creating or you're going to have to find another place to stay at. If the thing is this, if nobody doesn't take me in, I guess I'm going to be homeless. And I know people are going to probably be all like, bruh, just listen to your family. Just do this. You don't have to be homeless. You don't have to. The thing is this, though. I'm not like trying to force their hands into supporting me. But at the same time, like if it comes down to it, be miserable around them or follow my content creating career, and be happy. I'm seeking happiness, bruh. I'm not trying to be stressed my whole life because I'm working at jobs that I don't care for. Like, that was the one thing that I remember when I started, and I had to, like, adapt into that environment when working at that cafe. And I'm like, and the thing is this, like, the reason why I had to say that I had so much appreciation towards that cafe is because it helped me out a lot with content creating. You know, like, I was able to afford the things I wanted to, you know, get and stuff. And then when the pandemic happened, I'm like, okay, like, you know, yeah, it's a jacked up time to, you know, focus on content creating, but at the same time, I'm not going to pass up the opportunity. So that's why I'm like, you know, I'm like, no, I'm doing the best that I can. I'm like, I'm not sitting around just not doing nothing. I'm doing my best. Like, bruh, I sat there recording multiple videos today and plan on recording more. All right. And I'm like, then there's videos I need to upload, streams, games that I need to beat, all these different things. It's like, yeah, it's a fun job, but I'm not having fun. Because I'm like, I'm sitting around trying to think, what can I do next? How can I do this? How can I do that? What new things can I do? What new channels can I come up with? What new platforms can I market myself on? Like, I'm telling you, it's a lot, okay? So, and that's why I'm like, I just don't particularly care for telling people, because I'm like, if this is the conversation I'm gonna have with people, I'm like, I just keep it to myself, you know, until I can find people that like, hey, we support you. And they could just leave it at that. All right, cool. So, but anyways, yeah, that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. I ain't gonna do no promo stuff because I felt like, you know, a little serious episode and things. So anyways, thank you guys and peace.